Now, what about the BRIC countries? I'm leaving out BRICS for the moment, but just looking at these four: Brazil, Russia, India, and China. And we are moving, as you know, from a unipolar to a multipolar society, from a United States worldview to a global worldview. And many economists think that by 2040, BRICS will, just those four countries will actually overtake the G6 in less than 40 years. And the emerging economies, as you will know, many represented here, are already discovering that there are extra places that you can sell your stuff other than the United States. And here we have sales by emerging economies to China. So what about these territories? I would say, go and look at the map again. Who here has been to Kazakhstan? Kazakhstan is a fascinating place, isn't it? Beautiful. Amazing country. It's the size of Western Europe, and yet most people cannot find it on a map. There it is, this huge place, a very important oil country in the future, strategically located. I'm just saying there are many, many other stories that we need to concentrate on, not just the India, China, Japan story in that particular part of the world. And it's fascinating, exciting, and you have read so much about it. Many of you live in these countries, and you know far more than I. I just want to share a couple of quick stories. One exciting one for me is a company like Aditya Birla in India, which not many have heard of in Western Europe, but it's a 24 billion corporation, one of the world's most cost-efficient aluminium and copper producers. Just one of its many companies in this huge group is a Fortune 500 company, and so on. Aditya Birla has just made a decision to go into retail. And they will have maybe 150 retail stores within the next 5 to 10 years, maybe 15 years. That's more than Walmart has today. And all of those stores will be in India. And just in one company. This company last year had 0 retail stores, but just made a decision to experiment in retail with an aim within 24 months to have their first 3,000 stores open. So watch out. This is a country, India, can produce and does produce 860,000 IT graduates every year. 100 times the output of my entire country. I know it's only a small country with 60 million people, but still, this is an awesome giant for the future. A giant which can produce a single company, Infosys, which trains 25,000 IT graduates this year in its own university, 4 times the output of my entire nation, just from this little IT company growing at 40% per year. But there are challenges. The old outsourcing story, as you know, is nearly over. And why is that? Cost. When we have costs rising in some parts of this industry by up to 40% a year, then it's not long before you erode the competitive advantages of outsourcing. Because as you know, you need quite a big difference in price to be able to pay for the risk and to be able to manage it effectively. So we'll see shifts. Someone's here from Pakistan. Who's here from Pakistan? We were talking about the potential of your country. 40% of the cost of India, 60% of the cost of India, depending on where you are. 100,000 IT graduates looking for work today, and you will capture some of this stuff.